Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a book that absolutely took the world by storm. Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us. We're going to get into the story that made millions of people confront a really tough question. Why do people stay in abusive relationships? It's a powerful journey of love, of pain, and ultimately of incredible strength.
Okay, so this one line, it's pretty much the heart of the entire story. It's spoken by one of our main characters, and it's a belief that gets tested over and over and over again. It really makes you wonder, right along with the characters, where exactly is the line between a good person who did a bad thing and something much, much darker.
So our story kicks off in Boston. We meet Lily Bloom, who has just moved to the city, and she is desperate for a fresh start. And I mean desperate. She just gave a painfully honest eulogy at her abusive father's funeral. She needs a minute to just breathe, so she finds her way up to a random rooftop, only she's not alone.
Up there, she finds Ryle Kincaid. He is a brilliant neurosurgeon, and he is just kicking the heck out of a patio chair, furious over losing a patient. So you have these two strangers, and both of them are completely 100% sworn-off relationships. But, despite their own rules, there's this immediate spark. You can just feel it.
And this, right here, is how they connect. They create this game they call Naked Truths, where they promise to be totally transparent. They start trading their deepest, most uncomfortable secrets. He tells her about the patient he just lost. She tells him about that brutal eulogy she gave her father. It's a game of just radical honesty. And maybe, just maybe, a little bit dangerous. So, while things are heating up with Ryle in the present day, the story pulls us back in time through Lily's old journals. And these aren't just any journals. They're written as letters to her childhood hero, Ellen DeGeneres. And these pages, they hold the key to the trauma she's so desperately trying to run from. And through these journals, we go back to her childhood in Maine, and we see these two huge forces that shaped her. First, the trauma of watching her father abuse her mother, and second, her tender first love, Atlas Corrigan. He was a homeless teen she secretly helped, and in return, he became the first person to ever really make her feel safe. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? This is the central conflict in Lily's life. Her present is filled with so much hope. She's literally building her dream flower shop, but it's constantly being haunted by the echoes of her past. She's fighting so hard to build a future that looks absolutely nothing like the one she escaped. And for a while, it really seems like she's done it. Lily and Ryle's relationship gets serious, they fall in love, they get married. It's passionate, it's exciting, and it feels completely different from the life she ran away from. For the very first time, she truly feels safe.
Then, one night, over something as simple as a burnt casserole, she laughs. And in a flash of pure anger, Ryle shoves her. Hard. In that one split second, that entire illusion of safety just shatters. It's the first crack in their seemingly perfect life. And even though Ryle's remorse is immediate and it's overwhelming, the damage is already done.
And this single incident kicks off this incredibly dangerous cycle. One that Lily recognizes with this creeping sense of horror from her own childhood. It is the exact pattern of violence and forgiveness she watched her mother go through, and it's the one thing she swore to herself she would never ever tolerate. So Lily draws a hard line in the sand. She tells herself this was a one-time thing, a mistake fueled by alcohol and stress. She chooses to believe in the man she loves, not the action she fears. She's convinced their love is strong enough to beat this.
But that line she drew, it wasn't enough to stop the cycle. After a brief, totally chance encounter with Atlas, Ryle's jealousy just ignites.
He finds Atlas's phone number tucked into the back of Lily's phone case, a number Atlas gave her just in case, and for Ryle, that discovery triggers an absolute explosion of rage.
The fight gets violent, fast. They're on the staircase of their apartment, and he pushes her. She goes tumbling down the stairs.
And in the terrifying moments that follow, he attacks her. It ends with him headbutting her, leaving her bleeding on the floor. In that moment, the line between the man she loves and the monster she fears it's gone, completely erased.
Lying there on the floor, completely shattered both physically and emotionally, Lily has to face this horrifying new reality. The firm line she drew has been crossed. Her marriage, her life, it's all been broken.
Now, in the aftermath of that horrific attack, Lily makes two life-altering discoveries. And these are discoveries that are going to shape every single decision she makes from this moment on.
This changes everything. I mean, everything. All of a sudden, this decision is no longer just about her own safety or her very complicated love for Ryle. Now it's about the future of an innocent child. The stakes just got infinitely higher. And when she holds her daughter Emerson for the very first time, Lily finally understands the true weight of her choices. She looks at her baby and realizes that the cycle of abuse she's been fighting against her whole life, well, it now has a new potential victim and a new potential witness. Holding Emerson in her arms, Lily finally gets something her own mother never could. It becomes crystal clear what she has to do. And it's not out of hate for Ryle. It's out of this absolute, unconditional love for her daughter. She tells Ryle her decision, and of course he pleads with her, but then she asks him this simple, just devastating question. What would you say if our daughter came to you and told you the man she loved was hurting her? And in that moment, he finally gets it. She's ending their marriage to protect Emerson from ever having to see what Lily herself saw as a child.
Fast forward a year, and life is different. She runs into Atlas on the street, and after a short, friendly chat, she does what she always does. She starts to walk away. But this time, something's different. This time, she turns back.
And in that one moment, she realizes something huge. By making the absolute hardest choice of her life, by breaking that cycle for her daughter, she finally managed to save herself. She's not just treading water anymore, desperate to stay afloat. She's actually breathing. This final line from Atlas, it isn't just about finding new love. It's about reaching the end of a long, incredibly painful journey. By choosing to protect her daughter, Lily finally shatters that generational pattern of abuse. She makes sure that, with her, the cycle ends. And that's really the strength at the core of this whole story, the power to finally say, it ends with us.